Hi everyone, today I'm going to do a smoky eye tutorial using the Urban Decay Smoked palette. I'm not going to be lifting up the palette showing you the colors that I've used, but on my blog post I'm going to have pictures and I'm going to have a number on each shadow that I used in the order that I used it. So otherwise it'll take up too much time, and I want this to be quick because you can do a smoky eye in a really short amount of time. So let's get started. I, of course, used my Pro Prime Smudge Proof eyeshadow base from NARS, which, of course, I love. I already did my brows with my Dior Show Brow Styler in the Universal Brown. Great, easy brow pencil to use. If it's been a little too light for you, they have just come out with a deeper shade. So for any of you that want even darker brows, because this one can go pretty dark, but if you want even closer to black, but where it's not like you're using a eyeliner, black eyeliner on your brows, then that's the one for you. Just a little info there. I already did my upper lash waterline with the Larger Than Life Longwear eyeliner from NARS, my favorite as well. Alright, so let's get started. First step was I used Kinky from the palette, which is just a nude matte shade, and I'm just gonna run it all over my lid. I have found that this palette, I love the colors, they're just not as pigmented as you would think they would be. So that's one of my critiques on this. And if you don't do their eyeshadow, like the nude color all over first, they don't blend very well. So that's why I started with that instead of just going straight with the darker color. Alright, next what I did was I took kind of like a medium fluffy, not super flat brush, and I took Mushroom and I put this on my lid up to the crease. So if you're really not a fan of a dark smoky eye, you can always stop here and it's really pretty soft, but still definitely making a statement. And I'm blending that up as well. What you want to keep doing is blending, blending, blending. If you let it sit for too long, then it'll be harder to blend when you need to get to that stage. Next, I'm taking a flatter brush and I'm going straight into Evidence, which is a blue. So it's really pretty. It's definitely prettier on the palette than on the lid, but it still gives a pretty blue tone. And I'm blending this gently on my lid, all the way from inner corner to outer corner and up to the crease and slightly above the crease. And try to be gentle because, as you can see, you'll get a little fallout. These shadows do drop. I mean, not a lot of shadows don't. It's just what happens when you do this kind of look. I'm going to take a blending brush and dip it into Evidence. And then I'm going to take that and start blending it up a little bit. Next, I have this just for blending. No color really on it. Blend out those edges even more. Next, I'm going to dip the same fluffy brush into Rockstar. It's a purple shade, which I've kind of already created, if you can see that. It almost looks like it's purple blended out there. So I'm going to take that and blend it up. If you're getting a little nervous as I keep getting higher, it's okay. Because what I do is I blend it up there and then I go back with this and it's almost like an eraser. But that way it really creates a great smoked look. And of course, you can always use your fingers. And then I'm going to go back over to Kinky and use that to help as well. So I'm just going back to my brushes and just using what's on there. Next, what I'm going to do is I have this little kind of pencil brush, and I'm going to go into Blackout. And this is actually an okay pigmented black shadow, and it's just matte. And I'm just going to go right into this outer corner crease area, because I always like that kind of look where it definitely gets darker on the edges, even if it is an all over darker look. This brush is also great for smudging underneath, because I'm going to go in with my NARS and just kind of run it in the lash line, not necessarily on the waterline. And then I'm going to go in and use this brush to smudge a little bit. Okay, so we're almost done. I have recently gotten the Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper, which is black. It is awesome. It is very, very long wear, so if you find that you put your winged liner on and it's like disappearing halfway through the day, definitely try this. It has a stiffer application tip, so it doesn't flick up and mess you up at all. It's easier to really get that point here. So because this step definitely helps to make the blue pop a little more because of the black right next to it, so it can really stand out. Okay, so next is quick cleanup with a Q-tip. I like to use eye cream because then it's making your under eye area even more hydrated, which is what you want. And then I will go in and conceal. Awesome. Quick and easy. I like to use my Dior Snow BB eye cream. Because it really helps to brighten and it helps to protect, and since this is the summer, you really want to protect your eye area, because otherwise, if you don't, that's how wrinkles can set in, because the sun does damage. Quick with my foundation brush. Go back with my bronzer. So as you can see, I didn't use any blush. I used a bronzer and then a kind of bronzy highlighter. And then of course time for mascara. And also another nice thing about the Kat Von D ink liner is that, just like the art pen from Dior, you can keep going back over to make sure it's perfect and how you want your eyeliner to look. Except this one just lasts definitely a lot longer, and I could even probably go swimming with it. Make sure I didn't get any eyeshadow dripped anywhere else. And I used kind of like a soft rosy pink on the lip. Nothing too bold, it's kind of understated, but not a super light nude, which obviously you guys know I don't really do. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It's definitely a faster smoky eye. It's not necessarily super involved because smoky eyes are supposed to be quick because it's just, you're making it look like super dark and then smoked up, you know. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and enjoy and be beautiful.